His eyes are so beautiful.
C'est étrange. Est-ce que vous comprenez le français, monsieur?
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir Duvid, and today I'd like to play the demo for PreLude, Love's Lost Requiem.
El Duetor presents. Cool. PreLude, Love's Lost Requiem. Cool. Once upon a time, there were two souls destined for one another, yet fate's cruelty had different plans. One soul, as tender and radiant as the sun's first light on a summer morning, always able to bring a smile to the faces around her. The other, stumbling blindly through the chaos of boiling emotions. Desperately, they tried to escape fate, to deny her the satisfaction of witnessing their tragedy. Me and fate are going to have a fist fight at this point. At last, their hearts were meant to be together. But they were nothing more than puppets, dancing on the strings of this dark world, forever condemned to enact their creator's sadistic tale, while the world laughed at them. Again, and again, and again.
Oh,
this is their story. One warm summer afternoon, little Luna carefully pushed the glass door of her family home open and stepped into the cozy garden. The gentle, almost motherly embrace of the slowly setting sun welcomed her. With her goal in sight, she strode barefoot, her feet pale as porcelain, across the prickly dried grass towards the enormous cherry tree at the center, its majestic shadow falling over the fearless child. Like a little monkey, she climbed the swing's rope up to the broad, sturdy branch it was tied to. Maybe don't do that. Carefully, she inched closer to the trunk and reached for the binoculars dangling around her neck. With nervous determination, she pressed her sky-blue eyes to its lenses, focusing entirely on the garden of the neighboring house. Behind the reflection of the old paneled windows, she tried to make out the shapes of unknown people, her new neighbors. Previously, an elderly couple had lived there, unable to have children. The old woman had cared for the garden as if it were her own flesh and blood. After she succumbed to cancer, her beloved husband did his best to tend to her most precious possession, but loneliness weighed heavily on his heart, and he followed her only a few months later. By now, the once tidy garden was strewn with branches. Tall blades of grass stretched towards the reverend sun, and the flower beds were overrun with weeds. Little Luna fondly remembered the times the old woman had plucked strawberries from the beds just for her.
oh,
How the fresh sweetness had made her mouth water, had awakened her spirit. As the glass doors to the abandoned garden opened, the girl flinched, causing her to almost lose balance. Quickly she steadied herself. Curiosity outweighed the fright threatening to take hold. Through the slightly scratched lens, she caught a glimpse of a honey-blonde hair. It shimmered like gold under the sunlight. Her binoculars shifted downward to examine the owner of the hair more closely. It was a boy, likely only a few years older than her. He closed his eyes and tilted his head towards the sky, as if welcoming the all-consuming warmth. Skin so flawless, not even a pore could be seen, ever so slightly kissed by the sun. Long lashes, voluptuous, perfect hair. He almost looked like one of the old porcelain dolls her former neighbor had kept in glass cabinets. He opened his eyes and met her gaze. His eyes sparkled golden, like the amber bracelet around her wrist. He had seen her. He had found her hiding among the cherry tree leaves. She needed to climb down and retreat to the house. Yet her eyes could not be drawn away from the lenses. Spellbound, her gaze lingered on the boy. There was something so familiar about him. And his gaze didn't leave her either, as if he wanted to tell her something. Something little Luna was not yet able to understand. Why is he all glitchy now? Pretty! My upper body shot upright. I could hear my heart pounding loudly in my chest as I gasped for air. Like a painful tremor threatening to suffocate me, it crept steadily up my throat. With each tentative breath, I tried to focus on here and now. My bedroom, the soft bed I was lying in. My eyes adjusted to the gentle morning sunlight streaming through the 2 windows on my left, dancing across the room, softly brushing over sickly pale skin. Slowly, my heart regained its steady rhythm, allowing me to sink back into the soft pillows. I haven't had a dream in so long. And why, of all things, did I dream about our first meeting? I knew it was pointless to dwell on it any further. After all, I had little control over what crawled into my mind at night, once I surrendered control to my surroundings. With a resigned sigh, I pulled the blanket closer and turned onto my side, facing the windows and the bright blue sky on the horizon. Occasionally, clouds drifted across my view, white and delicate, as if lifted from a painting. One might think the sight was so beautiful, breathtaking even, that it would make anyone eager to go out and meet friends. But for me, it was the most painful view, a cruel reminder of my own powerlessness. Day after day, it mockingly displayed the privilege that was denied to me, and like a knife, that painful feeling sank deeper into my already weakened body. I want to go out for ice cream right now so badly. Her name is Luna Marie Voigt. To meet the others and chat about simple, trivial things. No, it's pointless to fall into this unnecessary self-pity. I should just go back to sleep. That's the one thing I can do best. I turned around, shunning the summer morning sun, and faced the opposite wall. Didn't want to go out anyway. Pressing my eyelids tightly together, I tried to shift my consciousness, to surrender myself. But the harder I tried, the more I furrowed my brow in concentration, the more awake I became, as if something deep inside resisted this desperate wish of mine. Defeated, I flopped back onto my back and stretched my arms out towards the white ceiling above. This is pointless. I watched as my hand reached towards it, the endless white, as if trying to grasp the clouds beyond the ceiling, before collapsing like a sack of potatoes onto the mattress, aware of its own helplessness. Resigned to my fate, I closed my eyes again, in the bitter hope that this act had drained enough energy for me to rest just a little longer. Oh, does she have like an iron deficiency or something? The high-pitched notification sound of my phone dragged me back into consciousness. Ain't that always the way? You're just about to fall asleep, and then you get a ping. I had almost made it. I'd almost fallen asleep, and yet, I just want to cry. Twisting my body like a wet towel, I reached for the nightstand near the windows. With every failed attempt, the books crept closer to the edge, and my back towards a sharp spasm. Finally, once I felt the object of my desire between my fingers and freed myself from that unnecessarily painful position, the pressure in my lungs eased. Ooh. As if on autopilot, my fingers unlocked the screen and navigated to Y message. Oh, Ravi. Let's see, Mom says, "Good morning, honey. I hope you slept well." Kyra says, "Dude, I swear I'm a crash out." Henning says, "Hey, so is it bad if I start my uni project only a week before it's due?" Ha! Look at Ravi, he's so cute. Good night, Luna. Sweet dreams. Respond, he's so cute, and he has fox face. Totally not the only reason I wanted to play this game. Good morning. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Honest? Dishonest? I slept like poop. I had a weird dream. Not really. Oh. I had a weird dream. What do you mean? Do you remember our first meeting? When my family moved into the house next door and you almost fell from that big tree? Good thing you don't climb trees anymore. I used to be pretty good at it. Didn't seem like it back then. Hey, I just wonder why I dreamt about that today. Cute. Yeah, that is kind of strange. Well, dreams are genuinely a mystery. I should be at your place in about 10 minutes. I did some grocery shopping, so I'll prepare your breakfast and lunch before heading to uni. You don't have to do that. I can make my own food.
That would be a waste of good ingredients.
Teardrop.
I'll be there soon anyway, and I enjoy cooking for you.
Okay. See you.
See you.
Aw, ma'am. What's up? What's up, ma'am?
Good morning, honey. I hope you slept well. I'm going to the bookstore today. Can I get you a book that Ravi can bring by later?
Sure. Sure. Kara recently brought the last volume of the Karamu trilogy. She said the series is really good. Could you bring me the first volume? Okay, what's it called? Karamu? That sounds familiar. I don't know any more than that. Oh, how are you holding up? Are you eating enough? Yes, don't worry. Ravi makes sure I don't starve. That's good. I'm just a bit bored since I'm not allowed to leave the apartment. Oh, sweetheart, I really hope this stupid illness passes quickly so I can hug you tight again. I miss you.
Mom's doesn't even have a profile picture.
Hopefully. I miss you too. I have to get back to work now. But please, text me immediately if anything happens. I love you, my little sunshine. I love you too, Mom.
Kyra, don't crash out, Kyra. Or do.
Dude, I swear I'm a crash out. This guy seriously says the deadline isn't for another week. Easy. Easy? Easy? They got the project months ago and he hasn't even started. Okay, I need to calm down. This is not good for my blood pressure. First of all, good morning. Why were you up so late? And who are you talking about? Henning? Who else? That dude is driving me crazy. I can already feel my hair turning gray and I'm only 23. Good morning. Cute. My graying hair is cute? No, but you and Henning. Take that back right this instant. No. Cute, she's so pretty. Whatever. Friendship over. I know you love me. Ew. Aren't you supposed to be at university? Technically, yes. And practically not. Technically, yes. Practically not. That's a good one. I didn't feel like it. But don't worry, it's just literature and analysis for German. I will still attend the lecture on educational and developmental psychology. If I get any copies, I'll give them to Ravi. It's not like you're studying to become a teacher. But it's still important for you. Shh! I'll review the notes tonight when I have my piece. My parents are attending a distant cousin's wedding. Why don't you just move out? Ugh! Not until my mom successfully marries me off to some guy from the mosque. Oh. And what does your dad say? He doesn't have much say in that. It's a miracle he even convinced her to let me study. Anyway, I won't be married off anytime soon. I'm going to nap for a bit now. Good night. Good night. Oh, Henning, what are you doing?
Hey, is it bad? Is it so bad if I start my uni project only a week before it's due? Last time I started 2 days before the deadline and got it all done.
Morning. Are you talking about Kara? She already told me about it.
Yeah. What did she say?
That she's worried about you.
She's worried? Did she actually say that?
Well, no. Not exactly.
Ah, I see.
You know Kara. What's your project about?
Promoting social skills in teenagers from underprivileged areas.
Ah, is that your practical module for your education studies?
Yes, and I have the perfect sample with the kids at my job at the youth center. They're super engaged, so the project is more fun than really hard work.
Oh, how do you get, emojis of your own face?
The final report will probably kick my butt, though.
But as long as working with the kids is fun, that's the main thing.
Yeah, true.
And what exactly do you do at the youth center?
Well, I only made the project plan today.
Henning, it's not even 9 a.m. yet. Don't tell me you stayed up all night.
Okay, I won't say I stayed up all night.
Henning.
Anyway, I think I should go to bed now that we talked about it. Ha.
Yeah, you better. Otherwise, you'll just mess up your sleep schedule.
What sleep schedule?
I mean, more than it's already messed up.
Okay, I'm going to sleep. The sooner the better. Pia will be back from school at 1 p.m. anyway. No after-school care today.
Then off you go. Good night.
That's a good friend right there. You threaten them with sleep. You too. Or rather, good morning.
Cute.
Adorable.
The grip of my fingers around the phone loosened, and it fell onto my stomach. I should get up. At least Ravi will be here soon. I forced my upper body into a semi-upright position and swung my legs towards the edge of the bed. But the moment I finally decided to leave the tender warmth of my bed behind, I heard the notification sound of my phone. Let's check that phone. Giving into curiosity, I turned back and reached for the device. The display flickered on, revealing the preview of an unread message from a number I didn't recognize. Frowning, I wonder if I had seen this number before. Did I know this person and simply forgot to save their details? After all, it's not unusual to meet countless people in the numerous lectures and courses university has to offer. And psychology isn't exactly an unpopular major. Check the message, don't check the message. Let's see what's going on here. What's the worst that could happen?
Never, ever say that in a visual novel. Whomst? Good morning, Looney. Who? Literally who? Hope you had good dreams.
Good morning. This might sound weird, but how do you know me?
It's me. Either Hyde or Hide.
I'm gonna call him Hide.
Hideki Yukimura? Are you so sleepy you don't recognize me?
Sorry, but could it be that you're mistaking me for someone else? I don't know anybody by the name Hideki. Or do you know me from university by chance?
You're friends with Henning and Keira, right?
Yes, I am.
We have the same psychology classes. I study social education with Henning.
Sorry, he never mentioned you, and I don't recall seeing you at any of the lectures. At least, I don't recognize you from your profile picture. And how did you get my phone number?
I asked Henning.
Why? Why didn't you ask me in person?
You've been away from uni for a while. I was wondering if you were okay.
I see.
It might seem like I was stalking you, right? I'm really sorry if I made you feel uneasy. It's not easy for me to make friends in Germany.
Are you an international student?
Yes, I've been here for 3 years.
Oh, are you originally from Japan?
Yes, how'd you guess?
Your name makes it pretty obvious.
True.
Your German is really good for only being here for 3 years.
Thank you. I had a very good teacher.
Back to the topic.
Yes?
Why did you ask Henning for my number?
Because you're cool.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I wanted to know if you're okay.
Aw.
Surprised?
Yes.
But if you want...
Yes?
We could get to know each other. Only if you want. Ask me anything you want. I'll answer.
Ask about yourself. All right. Tell me something about yourself.
I'm from Japan. I'm 24 years old. I'm a virgin. My zodiac sign. Not me.
Okay. I was about to say, you don't need to tell me that, sweetheart.
You know.
That's Virgo, not virgin.
Oh.
Do you live in Hildesheim?
I need to brush up on my German.
Do you live in Hildesheim? Schiemsheim? Do you live in Hildesheim?
Yes, I'm in a shared flat with other international students. They're nice, just nosy. They're always throwing parties. The Magdalenen Garten? I really need to brush up on my German. I like German. It's one of my favorite languages.
I like to go there for walks when I come home from work.
You work?
Yes, the student credit I get doesn't cover all my expenses, and I don't like borrowing money or being financially dependent on others. It gives me a weird feeling.
I can understand that. And where do you work?
On the weekends at the Bruto. The Bruto. A few streets from that place. And weekends at the animal shelter.
Do you mean the one in Andreas Passage? I used to shop there a lot too.
Yes, that one.
I've never seen you there.
Really? But I saw you.
Weird.
Speaking of, you haven't been shopping in a while.
Yeah, I've been bedridden.
May I ask why you've been so absent lately?
Well... The jingle of a key turning in the lock caused my entire body to jolt. With trembling legs, I stumbled from my white-coated bedroom door into the open living room area of my apartment. Deep down, I knew it could only be one person stepping through that door, and yet my heart was pounding so loudly that it even drowned out the sound of my footsteps. And there he was, just as expected. Ravi. Fox face! Cute! Dressed in his usual white coat and turtleneck, my childhood friend who was in the process of taking off his shoes at the entrance. His amber eyes were focused downward on his black leather shoes. He slipped out of them with practiced ease, placing them neatly side by side. Clutched in his arm, he carried a nearly transparent plastic bag. It was filled with an assortment of fresh groceries, including a leek, its head visibly reaching out of the top of the bag. There you are.
I told you, I'd be here in a few minutes.
His tone was familiar and matter-of-fact. To strangers it might have seemed as though he was cold, yet I knew deep down, in his innermost being, that there was a warm, loving man. I wasn't even aware of how I could sense it. Perhaps it was because I had known him for so long, because of all the memories we had made together.
Man, he's cute!
My childhood friend stepped into the open living area and leisurely made his way to the kitchen. Setting the plastic bag down on the white countertop, he carefully took out each item, the leek, bananas, flour. I was shocked that the seemingly infinitely spacious bag didn't break from the sheer amount of contents in it. I stepped closer. Ravi didn't seem to notice me, still lost in arranging the groceries side by side on the counter. As his broad back was facing me, I had to stand on my tiptoes to see his flawless face over his shoulder. With his long lashes, blonde hair, and perfect complexion, he could have easily passed for a member of a J-pop band.
Do I have something on my face?
No. Embarrassed, I put my heels back on the cold floor and shuffled over to the dining table, where I sat down on one of the chairs. I watched as he took a frying pan, apron, and cutting board from the kitchen cabinets without hesitation. After he put on the pink apron, embroidered with hearts and bunnies, he turned on the stove and placed the pan on the burner, which glowed a gentle red. This was how my mornings had been unfolding for quite some time. When I woke up, Ravi would come by, make me breakfast, prepare my lunch, and then leave for university. Some days, he even came by in the afternoon or evening, depending on his classes. I had long stopped counting the days that I had spent tethered to my apartment. I was grateful that Ravi made time for me, despite his full schedule, and yet there was something deep inside me that felt guilty. The feeling was subtle, yet hurt ever so slightly, like a faint stabbing in my chest, recurring in unbearably long intervals. Lost in my thoughts, I hadn't noticed Ravi approaching me. His upper body leaned forward, leaving only a few inches between us. I struggled to avoid bumping my head against his. What is it? Even once I acknowledged his presence, he didn't move an inch. His eyes are so beautiful. I had a clear view of his golden eyes, sparkling like amber in the sunlight. Studying my face, he came even closer.
C'est étrange.
Est-ce que vous comprenez le français, monsieur? He muttered something in French under his breath, which I could barely follow.
Come on, guy. Je comprends un peu le français.
I'll keep an eye on her for the time being. What does this mean, sir?
Ravi? His whole body twitched for a moment, as though I had snapped him out of a trance. He stepped back, leaving me enough space to breathe again. Carefully, I sat upright and studied my friend. In one hand, he balanced a plate with 2 toasted slices of bread, 2 fried eggs, and 2 slices of cheese, all perfectly arranged. Aww! His gaze still lingered on me, only this time less intense. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering about something.
Oh, I see. Without responding further to my question, he set the plate in front of me and returned to the kitchen. Did I do something wrong?
No, not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Okay. I definitely did something wrong. I just got up. I didn't do anything. I didn't like the tense atmosphere between us. Normally, Ravi would always speak up if something bothered him, sometimes even too directly, and yet, lately, he had been much more reserved with me. Instead of answering my questions, he avoided them, especially when it came to us. Maybe I've become a burden to him, and he just can't admit it because of our friendship. I turned my attention to the food before me. Although it was beautifully arranged, I still couldn't smell or taste it. The feeling of my mouth watering, the desire to devour it, all of that was absent. That was one of the many symptoms of my condition. Perhaps this was why Ravi always went to such lengths to make the food look appealing. An involuntary sigh escaped my lips, soft like a gentle breeze, yet filled with emotion. Ravi seemed to notice it, as he paused while washing the pan. It was only for a brief second.
I thought I'd make you a cheese leek soup today.
Ooh, cheese leek soup? Using my fork, I placed the cheese slice on the bread, followed by the warm, perfectly fried egg.
I didn't get a fresh baguette, since it would be stale by lunchtime, but I brought you a pre-baked one.
I watched the cheese melt on the toast, spreading slowly across the surface, trickling down the edges. Ooh, that's good cheese.
But you do know how to turn on the oven.
Carefully, I took a bite, feeling the warm, thick yolk spread comfortably in my mouth. How's university? From the corner of my eye, I watched him pour a mixture of water and vegetable broth into a large pot. Then he turned to the leek.
Good.
And are you getting enough sleep? You have to commute between Heidelsham and Braunschweig. And your master's starting soon.
Are you worried about me?
Of course. Who else would bring me my meals? Although Ravi didn't face me, I still noticed a dimple appear on his face. Are you smiling? This is serious.
What? I've never smiled a day in my life.
The air between us became lighter, and I could feel the tension in my chest slowly ease. Tell me, what is your master's thesis about?
It's about electromechanical
Neuroprosthetics? Neuroprosthetics?
A guy with a fox face, glasses, and a white lab coat who says he's in neuroprosthetics. That can't be good.
What? My childhood friend had always been fascinated by human biology and the rapid development of technology. While I always had a novel on hand, Ravi had his nose buried in scientific books ever since I met him. He stepped towards me to take the now empty plate and place it in the dishwasher. He moved with a certain elegance.
You know the classic prosthetics? Like those for arms and legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The prosthetics I'm working with are meant to replicate bodily functions, such as muscle and nerve signals, as accurately as possible.
Ah.
Maybe, one day, it will be possible to fully replace the brain and other organs mechanically.
That sounds like some supervillain kind of stuff.
All diseases could be eradicated, memories could be stored, humans could live forever.
That's creepy. Leaning against the countertop, he turned to me, arms crossed. Our gazes met. As if I were an unfamiliar object, he studied me, observing my reaction, perhaps hoping that he could guess the stream of thoughts running through my mind. It wasn't the first time he had looked at me this way. When we were first getting to know one another, he had almost exclusively analyzed me like this. And just like back then, an unpleasant tingling spread through my chest.
Do you think so?
Don't you? I mean, it's pretty creepy to imagine humans living forever like that. Life is precious because it's short. You want to make the most of what you've been given and do something meaningful, like starting a family or making a name for yourself in society. That drive, that's what makes us human, isn't it? And again, he didn't answer my question. Instead, he returned his focus to the simmering soup, stirring it in a calm, steady circles.
And have you thought about your bachelor's thesis yet?
I don't even have to write it for another year.
And you still need to register it soon.
You sound like my mom. To be honest, I had an idea for a topic that's pretty similar to yours. I mean, not prosthetics, but human mortality and how people cope with it psychologically. He grasped the handles of the pot and transferred it to a cold burner.
Why are you thinking about death?
After drying his hands on his apron, he strolled back towards me and sat down on one of the empty chairs. His facial expression was, for some unknown reason, serious, almost stern, as if he had something against my choice of topic. Well, I don't have to write about that. I could choose something else.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just curious how you came up with that idea.
I don't know, it just popped into my head.
Oh.
And I don't even know if it'll be the final topic. I still have to find a professor who's knowledgeable on that subject and has time for me. The sharp beep of Ravi's watch pierced the increasingly tense atmosphere, making us both glance at his wrist.
Oh.
He quickly deactivated the alarm and stood up. He draped the apron over the back of the chair and stepped towards me. Confused, I blinked up at him, but before I could react properly, he gently brushed some stray strands of hair behind my ear. His fingers were surprisingly cool and soft, like a freshly made bed you could lie in all day.
So are we like a thing?
However, the touch was brief. He gave me one last glance before walking past me to the door. Do you have to go already? I noticed that my words sounded more depressed than I had intended. My childhood friend stopped.
Do you want me to stay a bit longer?
But he remained turned away from me. No, it's fine. You still have to go to university. I don't want to keep you.
Text me if anything happens, and I'll come as fast as I can.
From Braunschweig? Isn't that a bit inconvenient?
It is, but text me anyway.
I watched him slip back into his leather shoes and brush off his coat. With his usual inscrutable expression, he turned to me and raised his hand in a parting gesture.
Please put the soup in the fridge once it's cooled, or it'll go bad.
Yes, I will.
And study for university.
What are you, my mother?
Sometimes I feel like it.
Hey!
For a moment, his hand rested on the silver door handle of the sturdy apartment door, as if he didn't want to leave. Though perhaps it was just my imagination projecting that desire onto him. Don't go. I don't want to be alone. See you later. I'll text you and give you a thorough review of your cheese leek soup.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
With those words, the door closed behind him, and I was alone with the cheese leek soup, alone in this cold, empty apartment. My body sank back into the soft cushions of the couch, the book in my hands dropping by my side. By now, the slowly setting sun had bathed the living area in a pleasant orange hue. Its rays lay over my skin like a cozy, comforting blanket. How quickly time passes when you're absorbed in a good book. It had taken several hours for me to finish digesting Ravi's soup, and before I knew it, I'd already sprawled on the couch and started reading a book. My gaze drifted towards the hardcover edition of The Dragon Princess lying beside me. Men can be so terrifying. Compared to Princess Amali's fiancé, he really does seem easier to handle. The thought of being surrounded by men who saw me only as an object of desire, a trophy to display in front of others, made my body shiver for a moment. No, I mustn't allow myself to imagine such horrific scenarios. Shaking my head vehemently, I tried to chase the thoughts away. My eyes slowly roamed across the open living area. I should tidy up a bit. Oh, neat. Fluff up these pillows. My perfectly soft couch. I bought it on YBay for a really good price, and in great condition, too. I got it when I moved into this apartment, though. I accidentally broke one of the back legs during the transport. Ooh. Luckily, it's hidden well enough that no one can see it. My gaze wandered to the book lying on the couch, the one I had been reading just a short while ago. I should put it back. If I don't do it now, it'll probably stay there until Ravi comes back, and then he'll scold me for always leaving such a mess again. Well, I mean, everything looks pretty clean. What's this? The kitchen sink shimmered back at me in the warm afternoon light. Ravi must have cleaned it before he left. It shone so bright it almost made me think he had polished it. Everything's clean. There's nothing to do. Everything's clean. Everything's spotless. Can I get back into bed? My bed was in the center of the room. It practically invited me to lie down, close my eyes, and drift to sleep. Yeah, let's lay down. The world was submerged in the suffocating summer heat of the late afternoon, making it harder for the young students to move forward with every step. The cobblestone streets were bathed in a warm glow, and the old wooden windows of the colorful timbered houses that stretched before them shimmered like the surface of a vast ocean. Ooh. Oh, there's Henning. Oh, man. Why does it have to be this hot? The heat isn't even the worst part. The temperature swings hit you like a truck. True that, too. Right now, I'd kill for a bubble tea. Please don't. That would be illegal. With extra ice, yes. Oh, man. Luna's gaze shifted from her two friends, who were lost in their whining, over to her childhood friend. As he noticed her attention on him, he glanced down at her with a slight grin. What's up? Nothing. Instantly, a pulsating warmth spread through her body. Unlike the late summer sun, this warmth breathed new life into the young woman, filling her with a kind of euphoria that made her look at the ground in an embarrassed expression. Oh, 'cause I'm blushing. But she couldn't avoid him. He had quickly leaned forward, blocking her view with his smile. Surprised by his sudden movement, she had to restrain herself from lunging forward and practically throwing herself into his arms. Yeah, we must stay focused. Huh? You startled me. So, what's the matter? He wouldn't let this go. Luna knew her childhood friend well. He couldn't help but pry. He was far too curious for his own good. Still, that was part of his charm, wasn't it? His insatiable inquisitiveness always managed to bring a smile to her face. Hey, guys! What about bubble tea? Luna could hear Kyra calling for them from behind her friend. She and Henning probably hadn't noticed that the childhood friends had stopped, as they were already several steps ahead. But the words blurred into a piercing sound that stabbed painfully through Luna's ears, deeper and deeper, until they became the only sound she could perceive. Is this a dream or am I freaking out? Eh? As if struck by lightning, my eyelids tore wide open. I could feel a bead of sweat slowly and uncomfortably roll down my temple. Ow! Ugh, what's with these weird dreams? It took a few moments for my consciousness to place where I was. I was lying in my bed. Only the faint moonlight, filtering through the two windows, helped my eyes navigate the nightly darkness. Fighting against my uneven breath, I pushed the blanket off my legs and leaned back against the cold wall. I hadn't had a dream like that in a long time. Breathing deeply in and out, I closed my eyes and tried to focus solely on my breath. In and out. But instead of loosening, my chest tensed a little more with every breath. It almost felt like the walls around me were slowly closing in, as if someone was right there, watching me. No. Stop going crazy, Luna. Eep. The shrill notification tone of my phone pierced through the silence. Like the light at the end of a dark, endless tunnel, it illuminated the room with its blinding glow. I like how the little objective is up there where it says day, and the objective is to calm down. Swallowing the growing lump in my throat, I gripped the smartphone with trembling hands. As soon as it recognized my face, it unlocked and revealed the unread messages awaiting me. Well, that was booty cheeks. What was booty cheeks? I wanted to watch the recording of the German lecture while my parents were on that wedding. Oh, right. Yeah, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Lol. She's so pretty. What happened? My mom happened. She just dragged me to the wedding. I don't know anyone there. The music is way too loud. There are way too many people. And every 5 minutes some rando hugs me and says, "Hey, you've grown so much. I last saw you when you were a baby." So creepy. Lol. Oh, yeah. That sounds overwhelming. But seriously, how is that hall not collapsing with this many people? There are easily over 800 people here. 800 is a lot. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting, but it feels like 800. I'd rather still be at home. Why did your mom force you to go? Why do you ask? To marry me off as soon as possible, duh. Aww. Kara's tired. She's so tired. Oh. But maybe you'll meet someone you like. Someone who's just like you. Find someone who's tired and doesn't want to be married, and then marry them. Girl. That's not gonna happen. Because you want to stay single? It has nothing to do with that. I don't want to bring that topic back. Alright, don't pressure. I'm not gonna pressure her. Okay, I'm sorry. It's fine. It's not your fault. I'm acting like a biscuit right now. Still, I'm here for you if you want to talk or just vent, okay? I know, you're a gem. But why are you still awake? You usually sleep at this hour. Yeah, usually. I had a creepy dream again. But I had a nightmare and woke up. Can you try to sleep again? Or is it really bad? I don't know yet. I'd love to just disappear from here and come over to your place. Then we could have a girls' night. Yeah, that would be nice. Try closing your eyes again. Sometimes you just fall asleep after a while. Yeah, I'll try. Good night, sweetheart. We'll text tomorrow, if I survive this wedding. Good night. Hideki. What's your deal? Hello, how was your day? Cute. Are you sleeping? If you're sleeping, I wish you a good night. Cute. Oh, sorry. I had already gone to bed. That's okay. No worries. Why are you awake again? I had a nightmare. Oh no. Why? I don't really know. I dreamt that I was walking home from university with my friends, Kara, Henning, and Ravi. We went for bubble tea that day. But then everything got really strange, and there was this high-pitched ringing, and Ravi also became weird. Ravi is your friend? Yes, Ravi and I have known each other since we were kids. He's always been there for me. He still is. He comes over every day just to cook for me, even though he still has to go to uni afterwards. Thanks to him, I'm not alone. He sounds nice, but why are you alone without him? I'm not allowed to leave my apartment. Why? So you can't go to uni either? Yes, I became very ill 2 months ago. Ugh. Ravi is the only one who can visit me. Why? Why not? Why can't Kara or Henning visit you? Because they can't. I'm sick. Otherwise, they get sick too, and I'd get worse.
What's wrong with you?
You're asking a lot of questions.
I think Hideki's asking the correct kind of questions. I'm starting to get some theories here.
Sorry, I'm a curious person.
Oh, I can tell.
I just wonder why Ravi can visit you, but Kara and Henning can't.
Because that's how it is. I can't explain it, I'm not a doctor. But Ravi studies medicine. He knows all about these things.
I see. You haven't left your apartment for 2 months?
Nope, still haven't.
Not even some fresh air? Or do you walk the hallway?
No, I haven't even opened the door in 2 months.
But what if someone rings the doorbell? Or you get mail?
It hasn't rung since, and Ravi brings me the mail. He has a key to the apartment.
Can you open your apartment door?
Why?
Just because.
Now, obviously, knowing what kind of game this is, I am suspicious of Ravi, but Hideki is making a lot of sense. I agree.
All right, then. Hoping my conversation partner would stop asking so many personal questions, I pushed my blanket aside and struggled out of my far too cozy bed. My whole body shivered as the night cold of my apartment wrapped itself around me. I wanted nothing more than to crawl back into bed, yet I had to prove something to this stranger.
My house is so creepy at night. Oh, it's so creepy at night. Alright, where is the front door? Where is the front door? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Is that the door? No, that's not the door. Where is my door? Is that the door?
By now, my bare feet had gotten used to the cold laminate as I stopped in front of my apartment door. The entrance was only faintly lit by the weak light from the kitchen, but it was enough to guide me in the darkness. Fixing my gaze on the silver handle of my apartment door, I felt my chest tighten more with every breath. Come on, Luna, stop overreacting. What's so bad about opening this door? There won't be anybody outside who could harm you or be harmed by you. It's just a simple in and out. My hand began to tremble violently as I reached for the handle, as if every fiber of my being was resisting. A relieved sigh escaped my lungs as my fingers finally clutched the handle. Why is my body behaving so weirdly? Almost as if something was implanted into my brain to make it so I don't want to leave. I slowly closed my eyelids and focused on my breathing. It's okay. Just breathe in and out. I'll open this door on 3. 1, 2, 3. With all the strength I could muster, I pressed the handle down and jerked my arm back. Yet I was met with resistance. No matter how much I rattled the door, it didn't move an inch. I was trapped.
And?
The door is locked.
What? Why? Can you open it? Do you have the keys?
Technically, yes, but I don't know where they are. I haven't needed them in 2 months.
Can you look for them? Or maybe find something else to open the door? But isn't that strange? Why is your door locked?
Why do I have the feeling that something's going to happen to poor Hideki? Yeah, that is pretty strange.
Yes, that is really weird. I'll look around.
I'm with you. You can do it.
Oh, dishwasher.
I opened the dishwasher. A simple, used bread knife caught my eye. I'd rather not ask how long that's been in there, but it might come in handy.
Yeah, butter knife.
Just a mirror.
Better not be nothing creepy. Anything in the bathroom cabinets?
I opened the cabinet and rummaged through one of the boxes until I finally found a hair clip. This might work. Well, maybe. I've only seen this in movies. On the wall in front of me hung the painting Kyra had made for me. I couldn't recollect how the idea came to my mind. It was as though the night sky's lovely gaze had whispered it to me, but I carefully lifted the frame and looked at the back of the canvas. It can't be. In the moonlight's soft embrace, a silver, solid key gleamed at me, attached to the back with tape.
Almost as if somebody knew I would need the key.
My apartment key. I definitely didn't put it there. Or do I do, and somebody's messing with my memories? The
key. I've got the key. I got the key. I got the key.
I should probably save. Well, now I don't have to ruin my door with a butter knife. Let's use that key. Key! Cautiously, I inserted the key I had found behind the painting into the lock. I could feel my heart beating violently in my chest, as if it was warning me, yelling at me not to do this. But, well, here goes nothing. Place your bets. What do you think is behind this door? Like a laboratory, a regular apartment, a hospital, or nothing but a black void? I twisted the key with trembling fingers and hit a rhythmic resistance, followed by a faint, metallic click. It was barely audible, almost enough to make me doubt my own hearing for a moment. Slowly I turned the door handle and wrapped my fingers around it. I felt the sweat of my palm dampening the cold steel, but slowly growing warm under my touch. I pulled at the door with more force than necessary, as it swung open with no real resistance, nearly slamming against the wall. But I was unable to catch it just in time, pressing my foot into the gap to stop it. A short, shaky sigh slipped past my lips, the tension inside me easing with every heartbeat, only to make room for another feeling, rising violently to the surface and consuming my entire body. Curiosity. I felt the blood rushing through my veins, my trembling fingers aching for more adrenaline, and my heart threatening to burst through my chest. My eyes locked with the darkness spilling out of the hallway like a thick fog, keeping me from seeing anything beyond its wall. I've come this far. I must be insane. Darn it! What's the worst that could possibly happen? I shook my head violently, hoping the thoughts would scatter on their own, leaving it empty for once. I pulled out my phone, its display lighting up. It blinded me in return, as though it wanted to burn the sight right out of my eyes. Although my squinted eyes were stinging, I managed to slide my thumb to the flashlight toggle, and with a tap, the darkness before me was swallowed in a glaring cold light, revealing the corridor that led to the other apartments in the complex. Oh, okay. All right. But with the very first step I took outside my apartment, a suffocating heaviness washed over me, a feeling like quicksand, slowly consuming me. This wasn't my home. Shenanigans. Shenanigans and mysterious goings-ons here's. Hey there, pre-recorded Esquire here, and may I have 30 seconds of your time? Want me to draw your OCs? Check out my Ko-fi page for art commissions as low as $20. Link in the description. Every week I post a Saturday update blog on both of my Patreons and now also my YouTube channel members, with behind-the-scenes stuff, upcoming games I want to play, life stuff, old lady stuff, and pictures of Daisy. Link in the description. Want to see the full uncensored versions of gameplays I can't show on this channel? Join my adult Patreon for the low, low price of $1 and being over the age of 18. And then in the Do you yearn to wear merch of a super obscure free visual novel? Check out my TeePublic and Teespring t-shirt store. Description the in link. Want to support my channel but you have no money? Hit the like button or subscribe. It's free. That's right, free. We're just giving it away. Check out my itch.io page. Play Picture Perfect Boyfriend. It's free. Link in the description. Alright, going back, what if I don't do any of that and instead talk to, Ravi? Just don't escape into the oblivion. Just talk to Ravi. Ravi will take care of us.
So, did you like the soup?
Sorry for only seeing your message now. I cleaned the apartment and then fell asleep.
No problem. But why are you awake already?
I could ask you the same. Or are you still awake?
The latter. I'm working on my master's thesis.
Don't stay up too long, or you'll get sick.
That would be really bad. Then I wouldn't be able to bring you any food anymore.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
Man, not funny.
But why are you still awake?
I had a bad dream. I had a nightmare.
A nightmare? About what?
Do you remember when we went for bubble tea with Kyra and Henning?
Yes, of course.
Everything was fine, but at the end, it got really weird. Everything was so distorted, and there was this high-pitched sound, almost as if someone was tampering with my memories.
That does sound unpleasant.
Cute. Yes, and you became really strange, too.
I became strange?
Yes, your form morphed into a completely different person.
Into who?
I don't know.
You should go to sleep.
Yeah, I guess so. Good night. For a brief moment, my bed sank slightly, like a boat carried by the waves, causing my consciousness to drift back. I had finally fallen back asleep not long ago, yet now I was awake again. Though the world around me was still wrapped in pitch-black darkness, not even the faint moonlight, which had earlier filtered through the windows, was able to be seen. That better not be a dude looming above me. Once more, the soft mattress beneath me sank, and the springs started to compress. Suddenly, I could feel an oppressive weight pressing down on me. My ribs were pushed deeper into the padding. I could sense the contours of the coil springs, their ends seemingly trying to pierce through the mattress and my flesh into my lungs, depriving them of any remaining air. The air that already seemed to grow thinner with each passing second.
Je m'en doutais.
I could hear someone talking, but I couldn't understand them.
According to Google Translate, that meant just as I suspected.
Yeah, I think there's been some experimental shenanigans going on. I could hear someone talking, but I couldn't understand them. Elle n'est pas encore parfaite. Elle n'est pas elle est.
She's not perfect yet. She's not herself.
Oh! The voice felt like it was guiding me from afar, like a lighthouse on the shore. I wanted to reach for it, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't move a single muscle. As though the bed and I were slowly merging into one.
Perhaps it will be included in the next version.
What? Reboot? Replace memory. Personality check. Central nervous system check. Play again.
Oh yeah, absolutely brain shenanigans. So I don't know if anything will change, but what if I'm a little bit more distant to people?
No, Mom, I don't need any more new books. No, you don't have to get me any new books. Ravi just bought me a new book 2 days ago. And to be honest, I still have 3 other books I need to read, but thanks for asking. Okay, but let me know if you need anything. How are you holding up? Are you eating enough? Yes, don't worry. Ravi makes sure I don't starve. That's good.
Last time I talked to Kyra first, but what happens if I talk to Henning first? Hey, so is it bad if I start my uni project only a week before it's due? Last time I started 2 days before the deadline and got it all done.
Good morning. What happened?
Hey, I had another fight with Kyra last night. She seemed ticked that I started my uni project only just now, even though it's due in a week and we had about a month to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's my uni project, not hers, and I just don't have time before.
Because of your sister?
Well, it's not really her fault. My mom forgot to register her for the school trip, and once I managed to convince the teachers to let her go, my mom refused to pay the 30 euros? Oh wait, no, not 30, 300. 300 euros. It was a whole thing, all the back and forth. Pia is in 4th grade. It's her last shared trip and quite a milestone.
I'm sorry. The whole situation sounds messed up.
Well, it's better than the situation you're in.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Knowing that all your friends are out having fun together while you have to stay home would make me sad too. I think you're a great big brother.
Thanks.
But you shouldn't neglect your own future in the process.
Now you sound like Kyra.
Knowing her, she's just worried about you, even if she can be pretty pushy sometimes.
Yeah.
What's your project about?
Promoting social skills in teenagers from underprivileged areas.
But to be honest, Henning told me about last night, about his project delay, and about your crash out. Not gonna lie, I can understand why he didn't get to it, because of the whole mom-sister situation. You know him. He still manages to get everything done in the end.
Yeah, I know.
Still, he shouldn't neglect uni and should focus more on his own future, rather than his sister's. Coming from you, of all people.
Eye roll.
Doesn't everyone have some kind of family problem? Not me. Didn't your dad go to get cigarettes? Ouch! Aren't you supposed to be at uni? Technically, yes, and practically not. What if I am dishonest to Ravi? Yeah, I slept great. Good. And you?
Oh, good. Since when have you been awake?
Not long. Maybe 20 minutes.
Okay, good. I should be at your place in about 10 minutes. I did some grocery shopping, so I'll prepare your breakfast and lunch before heading to uni.
Aww.
Oh wait, he's suspicious. No aw, no cutie pie. He did something to me. Alright, so getting the message from Hideki, what if I don't check the strange message of the person that I don't know, but I probably do know because my memories were probably taken away?
No. No matter how curious I was, it was never wise to reply to an unknown number. Probably one of those scam messages trying to rip my last cent from my cold body. Like, I'm your relative XY and in the hospital, please give me your bank details. I'll just ask Ravi if he knows the number later. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Sighing, I shook off my curiosity and threw my phone back to the other side of the bed. Lifting my head, my gaze wandered to the ceiling.
Oh yeah, my suspicious best friend is here. Wait, what if he was messing with my memories and we're not actually childhood friends? Pia should have been back from her friend's place 2 minutes ago, but she's still not home. Well, maybe she's already on her way. After all, she is only at a friend's a few streets away. But what if something happens to her? Aw, what if she gets hit by a car? What if some creep took her? What if a creep hit her with a car and took her? Okay, false alarm. She just got home. Ha! Sorry. Ha! Cute.
Sorry for only reading your messages now. I was already asleep.
Don't sweat it. I might have overreacted a bit. Don't you think?
No, not really. You were worried about your sister. That's totally normal. And kind of cute, too.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Kara doesn't find it cute?
Why would you even bring Kara up now?
Just saying.
I doubt that what Kara thinks about me even remotely resembles cute.
Really?
Yeah. Why are you awake anyway?
I had a nightmare.
A nightmare? That's rare.
I know. Do you remember when I got sick when we went for bubble tea and with Kara and Ravi? Somehow I dreamt about that.
What? Hold on. The message was deleted. Why didn't you... Ooh, editor me. What was that? What did that say? I didn't see it. What did it say? Message was deleted? Why?
You just wrote something.
Yes, why? Why did you have a nightmare about that?
You're getting pressured. No, I'm pretty sure you wrote something else before. Something about Ravi.
No, why would I write about him? I barely know him. After all, he's your childhood friend, not mine. You mean we're not a trio of good friends? Continue to pressure.
Yes, I'm sure something was written there. What's wrong?
Oh no! Oh no!
Save her? Oh, that was scary. Oh, I didn't like that.
No, sir, I didn't like that.
Kara?
Maybe I should pressure Kara about this whole marriage thing.
I still want to know.
Luna, continue to pressure.
Just tell me.
The message was deleted. Kill me? Oh no! Wait, are we all in the Matrix? Is this the Matrix? Am I in a dream of Ravi's control? Ravi? You got some splaining to do. What if I don't talk about my nightmare? What if I keep him in the dark? I just woke up. No nightmares here. Oh. Cute. But you shouldn't stay up for too long.
I know. Are you coming over tomorrow?
Yes, of course. When have I ever failed to feed you? Why do you ask?
Just curious. I was wondering what you were planning to cook tomorrow.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see, baklava, lasagna. Ooh, pizza, lasagna. I want some pizza! Pizza?
You just had pizza 3 days ago.
Well, I want more pizza. So? If it were up to me, I would eat pizza every day.
I know, but that wouldn't be healthy. So, no.
What if it's vegetable pizza? Please, pleading emoji.
Fine, but only this once.
Yes! Say, it's not that important right now. I also don't want to keep you up too long, and I should try to fall asleep again.
Okay. Will you tell me tomorrow?
I will. Good night. Sweet dreams. No nightmares.
Good night. Sleep well.
Oh yeah, this whole thing reeks of suspicion. Demo end? Oh, it just ends there? Whoo boy.
I also noticed something else. Everyone else seemed to be, dressed pretty normally. Like, when I saw the things on Luna's eyes, I thought, okay, maybe this is the far future and everybody is like cyberpunk, but no. She's the only one who's kind of cyberpunk.
Also, he's got a little sun earring, and she's got a little moon earring.
So my memories were definitely messed with. There's definitely some kind of chip in my little head. And somebody's been messing with my memories. But why? And why do my friends... Are my friends even real? Are my friends just implanted memories of Ravi's design? I don't know. But if you would like to follow the developer so that you can find out, there is a link in the description of this video that you're currently watching, so you can follow this developer in case any more of the story is revealed. And also, if you can, don't forget to rate games on itch.io. Give them 5 stars if you really liked my playthrough. It really helps out their game. But I really like this game. I really like Ravi's design. He's really making me brush up on my French here. And just everything he does reeks of suspicion. But ooh, please do put your theories in the comments section if you feel comfortable doing so. And hey, if you would like to watch me play more amazing visual novels, feel free to peruse around my channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that's comfortable for you, because we're trying to make it to 100,000 subscribers. I know we can do it. I know it's possible. But until next time, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.